Stop thief. Stop thief. Stop thief.
Old lady, take a look. Are your valuables missing?
Thank you. My gift for my granddaughter-in-law isn't missing.
You're so good to your granddaughter-in-law.
My granddaughter-in-law is beautiful and gentle. Granddaughter-in-law.
Grandma, if there's nothing else, I'll be leaving now.
Why are you leaving? It must be that kid Kimu offended her. My leg hurts so much. I think I twisted my ankle just now. Can you take me home?
Yes, yes, yes. Do you need to go to the hospital?
No need.
Here. Slowly. Grandma, are you sure you don't need to go to the hospital?
No need. Go to the study and get me some pain relief spray. That'll be enough.
Okay, then I'll go now. Just sit there and don't move.
The film was translated
Shamu.
and narrated by
I broke my
Media.
leg. Come back here quickly.
What? I'll be right back.
Pain relief spray. Pain relief spray. Pain. Pain relief. Whoosh. Pain relief. It's time for me to show off my skills. Is this a marriage certificate? Why does it look a little familiar?
Don't bring such unlucky things.
President Chi. This is your home. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
It's okay. What's broken is broken. If it weren't for Grandma forcing me, I wouldn't let this woman into my house.
Is that Mrs. Chi in the photo?
Just a materialistic, gold-digging woman. Why should she be Mrs. Chet? What? Are you jealous? First the company. Now my home. You really are persistent. But I like this.
President Chi, you are, after all, a married man, and a few others. Friends. Isn't it inappropriate to say that?
I haven't even met her. Let's not talk about feelings. My grandma's birthday banquet is in 3 days. You come with me.
Thanks for the invite. Even a dog wouldn't go. This kind of occasion, you should bring. Mrs. Chi would be more suitable, right?
And you say you're not jealous. Don't worry. I will divorce that woman. Since she wants to hide from me, I'll publicly slap her in the face.
You scumbag.
I'll deduct your salary if you don't go.
Deduct. Can't deduct.
My granddaughter-in-law.
Madam Chen, Chenlu's grandmother.
Her character and appearance are truly impeccable. It's just that Xiaomu is too disappointing. He still hasn't brought her back yet. Xiaomu. Your wife has returned to the country. You need to be sensible and personally pick her up.
I'm not going. I want to divorce her. That woman today was not bad. What a pity.
Divorce? Look at your wife. She's so beautiful. Are you willing?
Grandma. I don't want to look. I'll have nightmares. I'm not interested in her at all. Just let me divorce her. Here we go again. When you forced me to marry her back then, you already used this trick.
My heart hurts. My poor granddaughter-in-law. This brat. He didn't even go when they registered their marriage. The photos were all photoshopped.
Okay, we won't divorce. We won't divorce, alright?
That's more like it. Here's 10 million. Go buy a pair of wedding rings as a meeting gift for JOD. Bring her back for dinner tonight.
Grandma, I'll accept the money.
What are you doing?
You're really lucky today. I have a bottle of magical potion here. As long as you drink it, I guarantee your rheumatism will never hurt again. Only 180,000 per bottle.
Is it really that good?
Of course.
Let me see.
Haven't been beaten enough last time, have you?
Zhang Zhaodi. It's you again. You just wait.
All right. Your grandma is just waiting here, waiting for you to make a phone call and call 2 people over. Let's do 3 versus 3. Grandma, that bastard is just a swindler who specializes in scamming old people. If we have any problems in the future, we still have to go to the hospital.
Media.
2 days later.
Dad, it's not. Why are you still squatting here?
Isn't this the old woman's house?
Zhang Yaozu, Zhang Zhaodi's younger brother.
Dad, you have to help me ask Zhang Zhaodi, ask for more money for milk powder, and buy a school district house for Zhao Bao. Zhao Bao is your real grandson. The true heir of our Zhang family.
Isn't she hiding from us? Other people's daughters all know to help their own family raise younger brothers. Her only knows to enjoy her own happiness.
Oh right. That old woman. Isn't it her birthday tomorrow? She likes Zhang Zhaodi so much. She will definitely invite her.
Then, let's go wish old lady Qi a happy birthday too.
Let's go.
The film was translated and narrated by M. Media.
Longevity banquet. Grandma, we're back.
Grandma, happy birthday.
Good. Come, sit down. Come, sit down. This is the best gift Grandma has ever received.
Is this Mrs. Key? How is that possible? That woman went abroad after getting the certificate. Young Master Key hates her so much. There's no way he'd bring her here.
Went abroad after getting the certificate.
This is old Madam Q's designated childhood sweetheart.
Old Madam Qi. It can't be that coincidental, right?
What's so coincidental?
It's nothing. Grandma. I'm going to the restroom.
You brat. Did you make your wife angry again?
Grandma, you tell me. How can you change your face so fast?
Go and coax her back for me. Otherwise, this birthday, I won't celebrate it.
Good son-in-law. John Jowdy, get out here.
Dogman hates his wife that much? It definitely can't be that coincidental.
Stop yelling here. John Jowdy isn't here. What? Did she order you to come ask for money again? Isn't she ashamed of extorting enough?
Brother-in-law. President Key. My sister has been out of contact since she came back. We're just here to see her.
Jowdy, don't you recognize your father?
This Mrs. Key doesn't even care about her own father. No wonder President Key doesn't like her. A wealthy family like the Keys, how could they marry such a woman?
I heard. That old Madam Key and her grandma were close friends. Forced young Master Key to marry her.
I'll say it one last time. Today is my grandma's birthday banquet. Not your stage. Get out.
President Key. Then we'll go wish old Madam Key a happy birthday.
If you insist on making things so unpleasant, then don't blame me for being ruthless. Wait. Tell your precious daughter. She's made enough. Know when to quit. Is this considered throwing yourself at me?
G Corporation's building must be built with your thick skin.
Yes. You've learned to talk back to your boss.
The film was translated
To Yuan
and
will be deducted from this
narrated
month's
by
salary.
Media.
You're a married man. Can you be more careful? Oh my god. Suddenly remembered. I also have a husband I've never met.
What does she think she is? Worthy to be by young Master Key's side? Just a low-class thing. Young Master Key is just after something new. Once the real Mrs. Key comes back, then a gold digger meets a mistress. How exciting!
John King, Chemu's ex-girlfriend. Coming.
Brother Key, I'm back.
John Ruoking. When did you come back?
I came back yesterday. I originally planned to go, attend Grandma's birthday banquet. But
But in my heart, you don't make such a big deal out of it. Don't give yourself so much credit.
Brother Key,
What's going on here?
Brother Key, I know, this isn't what you really think. You can resent me for as long as you want, but please don't say such heartless things, okay?
Zhang Ruoking, you were the one who chose to go abroad for money. So, what right do you have now to say such things?
Go abroad. For money. Could it be she's the legendary Mrs. Chi? Then I better run away as soon as possible, lest I get silenced.
I know I was wrong. Give me another chance, okay?
I'm already married.
I know, you don't love that woman. If it weren't for Grandma, you wouldn't have married her. I'm willing to wait for you to get divorced.
Too late. I already have someone I like now. Even if I divorce John Jody, it won't be your turn.
Brother Key, then can I stay and work at the Key Corporation? I won't destroy you and the person you like.
Whatever.
No one has ever dared to snatch someone from my hands. Which vixen is it? You better not fall into my hands.
ZZ. Who was that beauty? Who went to President Key's office today?
Gossip has it that President Key's wife is back. Do you think it's her?
This is President Xi's private matter. We'd better not discuss it.
The film was translated and narrated
President
by
Key,
M Media.
hello.
Let me introduce everyone. This is your new colleague, Zhang Ruoking.
To celebrate my joining the company, let's have dinner together tonight.
I have something to do tonight.
President Key's behavior during work hours is indeed quite unreasonable. Madam, don't be angry.
Madam. I want to keep a low profile. Don't spread this around.
Let's go eat.
No. Why am I dreaming about this again? He has a wife. I'm married. Jiang Jizi, wake up.
ZZ. What are you doing? Waking myself up.
I had a very scary nightmare.
These documents all need President Key's signature. Take them in.
I have something to do and have to leave first. These. I'm counting on you, please.
What kind of dream was that?
A few days later.
Brother Key, this is the proposal I made for the company's annual meeting, 3 months from now. You take a look.
Put it there.
She stayed up several nights for this proposal.
What does that have to do with me? I didn't owe you any wages. Also, you don't need to come over specifically for these small matters in the future.
I don't drink hot tea.
It's scalding. Let me see.
I'm fine.
Let me take a look. You're scalded like this and say you're fine. Let's go. Go to the hospital to get it treated. Emergency.
President Key, I went to the Zhang family again. Zhang Yaozu said, Madam Zhang Jiaodi has not returned.
The great tree of the Cha family, they would never be willing to give up. Only those who are in cahoots can raise a woman like John Jody.
President Xi, what are you saying?
A disgusting woman Let's not talk about her. How is your hand?
It's nothing serious. The doctor said to apply the medicine for a couple more days, and it will be fine.
You too. How can you scald yourself like this just by making tea? Clumsy. If you ever cook in the future, wouldn't you poison your husband to death?
President Xi, how have you lived so long without ever experiencing such a big fist? It hurts.
Dad, this is Yan's life-saving money. You really can't take it away.
Your brother wants to buy a house. As your sister, what's wrong with helping out? Anyway, what you gave birth to is just a money-losing girl. This money is better off buying a house for your brother. Your brother's wedding requires a lot of money. I raised you, a money-losing girl, for so many years. It's time for you to repay the favor.
I'm also your daughter.
A married daughter is like spilled water. Your daughter doesn't even carry my surname. Your brother is the one who will carry on my family line.
Enough. Someone like you doesn't deserve to be called a father, let alone a human being.
Where did this low-class person come from? Mind your own business.
Low-class person? Which pile of dirt did you dig out this feudal antique from? Or did no one remind you when the country was founded?
Could it be that a woman's only purpose is to do laundry, cook, and ask men for money? What qualifications do you have to be equal to men?
If you look down on women so much, why are you stealing a woman's money?
It doesn't matter if my daughter doesn't have a house, but if my son doesn't have a house, he won't be able to find a wife. Besides, my money was all used up supporting her education. Now, it's time for her to repay me.
You only let me finish junior high school before forcing me to work. I earned the tuition myself by collecting scraps. The money I've earned from working these years has all been used to subsidize my brother. How dare you distort the facts?
I'm talking. Is it your place to interrupt? What are you doing? Just consider me unlucky. What else do you want to do?
Give her the money.
I must have done something terrible in my past life to have given birth to such an evil creature. If I had known earlier, I should have thrown her away sooner.
Haven't I done well enough? Just because I'm a woman. Is that why you treat me like this?
It's not your fault. Even less is it the fault of your gender. Take this money. Leave this place with the child. Go and live a new life.
Whether you need legal aid or are looking for a job, you can contact him.
Thank you.
So handsome. President Xi today. So cool.
Of course. Actually, the Czech Corporation has always had a women's fund and children's association. Helping her today was just a coincidence.
Actually, I can really understand her experience. My dad used to be like that too. Super feudal. And even gave me a name like Jiang Zhao.
Jiang Zhizi, you forgot to take your medicine.
Thank you, doctor.
You're so forgetful. How come you haven't lost someone yet?
I was just praising you. Are you trying to get a beating?
Come on, come on. I'll let you use one hand.
It's a deal. A liar is a puppy. Don't run.
Isn't your hand injured? Give it to me.
Thank you.
Don't thank me.
The
President
film was
Key specifically instructed me.
and narrated by M Media.
Hello. My Xiaomi is so amazing. Then Daddy will buy you a Barbie doll, okay?
Assistant Chin is also married and has children. Could it be that I misunderstood?
Jizi, is your hand okay? It's all my fault for being careless.
It's okay, don't worry.
Your brother Key's special assistant. You should know that he's already married, right? Then shouldn't you keep a little distance from him? After all, you also know that now. It's very difficult for women in the workplace. Sometimes ruining a girl just takes a few rumors.
It seems President Chi taking me to the hospital made Mrs. Chi misunderstand. I will.
A few days later, General Director Secretary Zhang Jizzy.
Just looking at a venue for the annual meeting. Why am I so tired? My feet aren't even my own anymore. This crappy company. Why do girls have to wear high heels?
Go prepare a pair of flats. Forget it, I'll just go myself.
The film was translated and narrated by M Media.
Your brother Key's special assistant. You should know that he's already married, right? Then shouldn't you keep a little distance from him? Brother Key's favorite person is really Zhang Jizzy.
Why are you here again?
A new French restaurant opened downstairs. Do you want to go together?
The relationship between me and you is just superior and subordinate. If you have other ideas, then leave Che group.
Is it not even okay to just have a meal? Sister Ruoking. Do you need Brother Key for something? I'm looking for Jizzy. Some colleague's information needs to be given to her. Jizzy is not in the office right now. Come back later. Okay. When did Jizzy get married? I haven't heard her mention it. Who are you saying got married? Jizzy. The information says she's married. I was just about to go in. I need to talk to Brother Key about something. Let me help you put the information on him desk. Thank you, Sister Ruoking. Jiang Jizzy. You're seducing Brother Qi just to marry into a wealthy family, right? But Brother Qi, how could he possibly like a married woman?
The film was translated and narrated by M Media.
Brother Qi, this is
This is a company. Watch your language.
it's President Qi. This is the document to be given to Kisi. I don't know where she went, so I'll take it over for her.
Put it there.
Let's go. Let's go eat. What's wrong?
Jizzy, are you married?
Yes. Married. What's wrong? Qi Group. Such a big company. Wouldn't restrict married women, would it?
It's not that.
What exactly is going on?
There's just some gossip going around now. Saying that you are married and still seducing President Qi.
This is a company, not a vegetable market. If you keep gossiping, then get out. It's just some rumors. Don't be sad.
Don't overthink it. There's really nothing between President Qi and me.
I believe you. It's just that the position of President's Special Assistant is really too easy to cause misunderstandings. Jizzy, before things get worse, it would be better if you resigned yourself.
Where did this outrageous rumor even come from?
I've already notified the technology department to track down the source of the anonymous emails.
President Qi, I'm really sorry for the trouble this has brought to you and Mrs. Qi. I'm really sorry. During this time,
Resignation letter.
thank you for your care.
Do you know what resigning means? It means you're confirming this charge of seducing me. This circle is so small. You're not planning to find a job anymore.
But if I continue to stay in Qi Group, have you considered Mrs. Qi's feelings?
She and I just have a marriage certificate. Nothing else. That vain woman will only be happy to catch me red-handed and then ask me for more money. Do you understand?
The film was translated and narrated by M Media.
Don't be upset by such base rumors. Besides, the rumor is wrong. It's not you who's wrong. It's me.
What?
It's true that I have ulterior motives towards you.
You. What are you doing?
Kissing you.
I said I'm married. I have a husband.
How long have you been married?
3 years.
What's your husband's name? You've been married for 3 years. And you don't even know your husband's name. If you're going to make up a reason, at least make up a plausible one.
You might not believe it if I say it, but that's just the way it is. I don't even know what he looks like.
Then why do you keep this dog of a man around to keep for the new year?
It's as if you treat Mrs. Qi very well.
In short, I don't approve of your resignation. Besides, I will divorce that woman immediately. You should also hurry up and divorce your husband.
On what basis?
Because I like you. Grandma, sorry?
Come here.
I have something urgent and need to go out. Okay. What is it? What is it, you say?
How come you haven't been bringing Jizzy home lately? Did you have a fight?
Grandma. You like Jizzy?
Of course I like her. I definitely like her.
Then, if I bring her home to live with us, would you be angry?
That would be great. I'm waiting to hold my great-grandson. I'd be happy if you did. Why would I be angry?
Grandma. There's something I have to confess to you. I'm going to divorce John Jody today. I like Jizzy. I'll bring her back to see you tomorrow.
Jizzy is.
Hello.
President Key, I'm already waiting for you outside the door.
Okay, I'll be right out. Grandma. I'll be going now.
Xiaomu doesn't know that Jizzy is J.O.D.
Civil Affairs Bureau. What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
I'm here to get a divorce.
I'm here to get a divorce. Is your wife working?
How could it be? Ruokingan, I have nothing going on.
You said your wife's surname is Jiang. Don't tell me you have another wife with a very old-fashioned name.
How did you know?
Because I have a former name called Jiang Jiaodi. No wonder I thought that phone number looked a little familiar.
John Jody. So you're John Jody.
That's right. It's me. Are you surprised?
The film was
Unexpected?
translated
Right.
and narrated by M Media.
What are you going to do? Act like a hooligan?
I'm kissing my own wife. That's called foreplay.
In broad daylight.
I finally understand why Grandma likes you so much. No wonder last time, John. Your dad came to the Cha family to find you.
My dad. When did my dad come to the G family to find me?
That time, you went to the restroom. If you hadn't gone to the restroom, we wouldn't have had such a long misunderstanding. What are you doing?
Actually, that day, I didn't go to the restroom either. I went to a study. And then, I saw a wedding photo.
What photo? Not good.
It's just a person. He blackened my photo and put stickers on it. You tell me, who hates me so much?
It's just blackening a photo.
A granddaughter-in-law ran abroad. I have to put a photo here. To remind Xiaomu is a married person. Good to put it here. Lest he be seduced by a vixen.
I can't take this. It's too precious.
This should have been given to you long ago. It's all Xiaomu's fault. He didn't even recognize his own wife.
Grandma, I heard that over the years, my dad used my name to ask the G family for a lot of money. I will slowly pay you back.
It's okay.
Don't say that. These small amounts of money, even if it's the cost of raising you all these years.
The next day. I just parked the car and you left. Still angry? I wasn't too excessive last night.
Don't say such lewd things in the morning. Moreover, I came to the company with you, just to cause a sensation.
Just right. The rumors will be dispelled without being attacked.
Now everyone defaults that Ruking is Mrs. Chi. I don't want her to be so embarrassed. Moreover, I don't want to be said to have entered Chi group through your connections.
Okay. I'll listen to my wife.
Stop being so glib.
Zhang Zhaodi, is it useful for you to hide for so long? I still found you. I have a son. You, as his aunt. You should give a little gift.
3 years. I thought you would want some face. I didn't expect. It's getting thicker and thicker.
Zhang Zhaodi, your surname is Zhang. Your future children won't carry your surname anyway. My son is the one who can pass on the Zhang family's legacy. What's wrong with you giving some money?
Your kind of inferior genes. Ending the bloodline can be regarded as benefiting society.
You,
This slap is payback for you hitting me when you were little. This slap is to teach you a lesson on behalf of your mother who died young. She gave her life for you. How can you do this and be worthy of her?
you've become tough with the Key family's backing. If I don't teach you a lesson, I might as well give up my family name Zhang.
How much guts you have to dare to cause trouble at the entrance of the Czech corporation for Mrs. Czech.
President Key, you've misunderstood. I just haven't seen my sister in a long time. So I came to chat with her. I'll leave now.
These years, you've made a lot of money through her name, right? I'll give you one last chance. Don't appear in front of her again.
Yes, yes, yes.
Don't they all say that home is the happiest place? Why don't I feel any love at all?
From now on, Grandma and I are also your family.
I'm going to work first. Come over later.
We are a legitimate couple. It's not like we're having an affair. Besides, I'm going on a business trip tomorrow. You won't see me for 3 days.
That's for the best. Finally, some peace and quiet. Hurry up and go on your business trip. Clingy candy.
Zhang Zhizi, I trusted you so much before. Why did you do that? Behind my back?
What's wrong with me?
There were rumors in the company before that you were seducing Brother Key. I didn't believe it. But now the evidence is all in front of me. How can you expect me to believe you?
Actually, Chi Mu and I.
John's easy.
Manager Lin, Head of Human Resources, Chin Group.
Because of your misconduct, you were fired.
My misconduct.
You still have the nerve to say it. I heard you're already married. Then you should pay more attention to your words and actions. Otherwise, it's one thing to lose your own face, but you'll also implicate others.
Supervisor Lin, you don't have to say it
Film
so
was
seriously.
translated
I don't think
and
Zhizi did it on
narrated by
purpose.
M Media.
If you want to blame someone, blame Brother Key for being too outstanding.
John's easy. If you still have any sense of shame, then leave Key Corporation immediately.
She clearly has nothing to do with Chi Mu. Why didn't you explain when I misunderstood last time? Supervisor Lin, I'm President Chi's assistant. Even if you want to fire me, he has to nod his head, right?
Miss John can decide on such a small matter.
Why?
Don't be silly. She is Mrs. Key. Do you think President Key would go against his wife's wishes for you?
How are you so sure that she is Mrs. Chi?
If it's not her, then who is it? I've seen many girls like you. Relying on your youth and beauty, you all have such wild ideas.
Supervisor Lin, your stereotypes are a bit disrespectful.
Give you a little bit of a smile, and you start climbing up the pole. Fine, since you insist on waiting for President Key to return, then you can wait to embarrass yourself. Zhang Zizi also makes some sense. Why not wait until President Key comes back and ask him what he thinks?
Zizi, don't disappoint me again. Okay?
Okay. Mistress.
Right. Before, everyone was discussing the department's team building. Do you have any suggestions?
Department team building. I heard President Chi's villa is very big. Why don't we just go there? What do you think?
This is none of your business. But we really want to see President Key's mansion.
Exactly. Indeed.
Sure. If there's time another day, I'll take you to see it.
You really won't shed tears until you see the coffin.
What? Team building?
Yes. I have good news for everyone. The department's team building in 3 days will be held at President Chi's big villa.
I heard President Key's villa even has a swimming pool. Ruking, is it true?
Why are you so unsophisticated? What's so special about a swimming pool? I heard there's even a private horse track.
Ruking, you must take us to broaden our horizons then.
Everyone's going. Bring it all.
No problem. Luckily, the door wasn't locked. Grandma's not home again. Otherwise, I would have been so embarrassed.
Madam,
What's wrong? I brought a few colleagues. Back to sit for a while. You go ahead and do your thing.
then have fun, madam.
What a big villa. Ruoking. You are simply my control group. A complete winner in life. Everyone, please sit wherever you like. I'll go get everyone something to eat and drink.
Such a small matter doesn't require you to do it yourself. What are you waiting for? You really have no sense. None at all. Hurry up.
I'm not a servant.
You want to be a servant for the Key family? I'm afraid you're not even qualified. Hurry up.
Strange. Zizi, why does it seem like you know this family so well? These cookies are so delicious. Because I like them. So Brother Key specially got them for me. From a 5-star hotel. He brought the baker back. If you like them, why don't you take some home? Miss John, I really envy you. President Key is so handsome and rich. And he's such a doting husband. Sometimes being too handsome isn't a good thing. It attracts unwanted attention and just brings me trouble.
Acting. Keep acting.
It seems Mrs. Key really hates Zhang Zizi. If I could get Zhang Zizi out of the picture, I wouldn't have to worry about getting a promotion. You can't blame President Key for this. It's mainly because some insidious people are shamelessly throwing themselves at him.
Are you talking about me?
I didn't mention any names. Why are you in such a hurry to claim it? Feeling guilty? We rarely come here. Such a big villa. Why are we standing here? Why don't we go for a walk in the garden?
Yes, let's. Supervisor Lin, what are you doing? Everyone's here to have fun. Why bring up these unpleasant things?
Miss Zhang, you're so kind and soft-hearted. But I can't stand to see any injustice.
Whatever it is, let's talk about it when Brother Key gets back. You're making such a fuss. How will Zizi face people in the future?
Ruking.
The film was
Did you get
translated
advanced
and
acting training
narrated by
abroad?
M Media.
You're acting so well. I'm starting to feel sorry for you.
Zizi, what are you talking about?
Zhang Zizi. Miss Zhang is helping you out. Don't be so ungrateful.
Stop, stop, stop. I've really had enough. That's right. I did seduce you.
You all heard it, right? Zhang Zizi admitted it herself. A mistress is actually so confident and self-righteous. I've never seen such a shameless person like you. Zizi, have you lost your mind?
Zizi, don't say things like that. You're still young. If word gets out, how will you face people in the future?
Miss Zhang, you're just too kind. That's why Zhang Zizi bullies you so much. Why give face to such a shameless person?
We're all girls. A girl's situation is already difficult enough. Why make things difficult for each other? Zizi, as long as you in the future, stay away from Kimu. I guarantee it, there won't be any bad rumors spreading.
No need.
Miss Zhang is magnanimous. She is giving you a way out. Don't push your luck, you shameless scum.
But I'm seducing Mu. How is that shameless?
What? What did you say? President Qi and Miss Zhang are a match made in heaven. You're just a mistress. How dare you ask why?
Mu and I are legally married. So, I'm seducing my own husband. Do you have a problem with that?
Zhang Zizi, have you lost your mind? If you're Mrs. Qi, I'll eat this table.
That one's too expensive. Eat this one.
Either one is fine.
Okay, I'll wait.
What proof do you have to prove you're Mrs. Qi?
Damn it. I threw away the marriage certificate a long time ago.
Speak up. You see, without proof, you're still spouting nonsense here. Have you guys lived for so many years and ever seen such a weirdo?
It seems I was overthinking it. How could she be Zhang Jiodi? Okay, Jizzy. Stop it. Yes, Jizzy. If you keep making a scene, you'll only embarrass yourself.
Embarrass? If she knew how to write the word embarrassment, she wouldn't do something so shameless. I have some things to take care of at home, or should I go back first? Right, you guys. If you still want to stay in the Qi Corporation, then immediately draw a clear line with Zhang Zizi.
Supervisor Lin, isn't your hand reaching a bit too far?
One who touches ink gets stained. I'm teaching these young people to stay away from people with ulterior motives.
Jizzy, I'm sorry. I can't lose this job.
What about you? Make a statement. From now on, Zizi and I will no longer associate with each other.
Okay. I've finally seen what it means for a dog to rely on its master's power. It's just a pity that your backer is probably unreliable.
Zhang Zizi, stop daydreaming. I'm giving you a final warning. Get out of the Qi family immediately. Zizi, don't be stubborn. Let's go.
What if I don't leave?
You won't leave? Then don't blame me for personally kicking you out. Get out. Get out.
Who gave you the guts to act presumptuously in my house?
President Qi, I just wanted to get rid of the mistress who is destroying your relationship with Mrs. Qi.
Brother Qi, I'll explain to you later. Please ask them to leave first.
Why do you need to explain later? Is there something you can't let others know?
President Qi, Zhang Zizi just admitted that she seduced you. For the sake of Qi Group reputation, you should get rid of her as soon as possible. That's the best way.
Aren't you supposed to be back tomorrow?
But I missed you. After finishing my work, I came back early.
Qi, President Qi.
I originally wanted to announce it at the annual meeting at the end of the year, since everyone has misunderstood. Then I'll just say it in
The
advance.
film was translated
John
and
Jizzy
narrated by
is my wife of
Media.
3 years.
Zhang Zizi is your wife?
What? Do I need to prove it? Do you believe it now?
I believe it. Zhang Zizi is naturally beautiful. With an extraordinary temperament, you are a match made in heaven.
This face-changing speed can be applied for intangible cultural heritage.
President Qi and his wife. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. We won't disturb you. Goodbye.
Wait, didn't you say that if I were Mrs. Qi, you would eat the table? Please do.
I was just kidding with you.
Who's kidding with you?
What's going on? You tell me.
I. Zhang Ruking. You are clearly not President Qi's wife. What are you pretending for?
So that's how it is. Zhang Ruoking, you have already hurt my wife. Pack your things yourself and leave the company.
Brother Qi, are you really not going to consider the affection between us at all?
Between you and me, there is no affection to speak of. What? Do you want me to have someone drag you out?
Do you love this woman so much? She's only marrying you for money. That's why she married you.
I spend my husband's money. What's it to you?
You little?
Do you have to make such an embarrassing scene? Don't blame me for being ruthless.
Brother Qi, I won't bless you. I will curse this woman every day. To die a horrible death.
What did you say?
If you want to waste your time on me, then go ahead.
Get out. And you. Pack your things and get out.
President Qi, I was blind. Please give me another chance.
As the personnel manager of Che Group, instead of leading Che Group, you are currying favor with the powerful. With someone like you in Che Group, it will become a miasma sooner or later. Get out. And you.
It's hard for them as working people. Never mind.
Since Jizzy pleaded for you, then I'll let you off this time.
Thank you, Zizi. Not thank you, madam.
Please don't call me madam. It gives me goosebumps. Just treat me as a regular colleague. You weren't here just now. You really missed a great show.
I saw it on a business trip. Do you like it?
I like it.
I gave you the wedding ring. But you still owe me something.
What is it?
Wedding photos.
Who gets wedding photos taken after being married for 3 years? Never mind.
How can we let it go? When our baby grows up in the future and wants to see wedding photos of mommy and dad, are we going to tell them we don't have any?
What baby? Who said I'm going to have a baby with you?
We need to have several babies. I like children very much. But too many is nosy. I'm really in a dilemma. How about we discuss this at next week's meeting?
Are you crazy? They only get that little salary from you. That's too much.
So you're agreeing to have a baby with me? Pay a deposit first.
What is pay a deposit?
Seeing me, you'll immediately become a great grandmother. Continue.